What's up, everybody? Patrick McFarland here doing another Liberty Weekly Let's Play. Liberty Weekly podcast. Check us out at www.libertyweekly.net. Let's get into it. Chapter 7, Argent Facility. Today is Tuesday, September 26th. No school today, no class. It's just the way my schedule is. Did some reading this morning. Still at home. Was supposed to go to the library, did not. Wrote an email from my email list about the stupid NFL distraction division. Got a couple unsubscribes. People can't handle the truth. And where we left off last time was in hell.
The Argent Tower
now
is
back
destroyed.
from hell.
The portal can no longer be closed.
Balancing audio.
The hell energy flows from a location in their world we
Pretty
call
jacked up.
the West.
One thing I'm not jacked about.
But you've returned. The
Oh, well,
only
I'll let this
flesh
audio
and
play.
blood to walk between dimensions. So there may be a way.
The Eye of
Figures trying to
Sauron.
access Olivia's files.
Shut up,
If
Samuel
you can
Hayden.
get to the nearest terminal,
Trying to
we
talk
will
to my
provide you with
listeners,
information.
motherfucker.
That's all for now.
Better be all. One thing I'm not jacked up about is I played this mission already so that I wouldn't be, like, getting lost or dying and shit doing a Let's Play. I played it without doing my audio or my video recording, and I was getting, like, 90 frames per second, which was really cool because gameplay was a lot better. You bastards are making me play with subpar FPS. That's something I should have figured, because that's creating these screen recordings takes a lot of computing power. So yeah, so other than that, not too much going on. I've been doing a lot of interviewing for my show as opposed to scripting out entire shows. It saves me a lot of time, actually, and it helps me get out there and have meaningful conversations with people, which is very awesome. I still want to do scripted episodes, but my class burden for school is increasing. It's around midterms already. I've been in class since mid-August because we start way earlier, so it's about time for midterms, which is really lame. I'm only worried about secure transactions, and I think I have a professional responsibility class. But I'm practicing in a state that doesn't require... I'm planning on practicing in a state that doesn't require what's called the MPRE, which is an ethics test that you have to pass if you want to practice. So I'm only taking the class because it's required.
In a private lab that we've been studying for years. I believe you can use it to find the answers you seek. It bears your mark.
Olivia's personal laboratory is not part of the registered facilities database. Alpha-level clearance will be required to locate it. Granted.
All right.
You can access her Lazarus facility from the north sector of the Advanced Research Complex, about 80 kilometers away.
I'll bring the tram power online to take you there, but you'll need a UAC corporate facilities clearance card to activate it. There is a security station nearby.
Alright, so I'm going to talk a little bit in this episode about the NFL kneeling scandal and how fucking stupid it is. The entire thing. And I'm not picking sides. The whole thing's stupid. But I do, like I said before, I have an interview. I've been doing interviews, and I have a great interview coming up today at 3:30. Gonna record it with my man Shaheen, whom I met through the Actual Anarchy podcast. And he's from Australia and has a lot of unique insights about the end stages of a hyper progressive society, which is what they have in Australia. Sounds terrible, to be honest, and we're gonna get the scoop. So I'm looking forward to that. I'm getting very shitty frame rates right now. Thanks, guys. What the hell? Alright, so as this game is progressing, I'm starting to like it a lot more. I got the fevered combat I'm getting a little more used to. And I don't know about the story yet. There's still a lot of questions to be answered. Almost got hit. Jump. Stab. Eye. Okay. So I made this little joke to my wife on Twitter the other day about how she needs to start a My Husband is an ANCAP podcast. That there are wives out there everywhere who have ANCAP husbands who annoy the shit out of them. And my wife needs to start a show where they can all commiserate. And I've already had interest from people on social media about it. Like, James Corbett tweeted me about it. And, some other people. I thought it was so funny. I hope it happens. I'm gonna try and make her do it as a part of my show so I get all the traffic. Like, who's this Mises guy? And why does my husband talk about him all the time instead of about me? Because ANCAPs are like 90% men. That means there's a lot of women out there suffering. Speaking of suffering, fuck the NFL, man. So stupid. I used to like football until it became like a dramatic dog and pony show. The dramatic dog and pony show that it is now. I can guarantee you most of those NFL players out there that are kneeling for the national anthem are doing it for their own self-interest and not because they believe in some fucking cause. Moreover, it's so irritating. It's so melodramatic. Like, why can't we just play fucking football? Why does politics have to come into football? Football is like the last bastion for normal people to enjoy something. They escape from their shitty jobs and the crumbling economy and all of the hysteria in the mainstream media about things that, you know, the news cycle, the propaganda news cycle. They can't escape from it. Now, even the one thing that they care about that has nothing to do with politics from their perspective, football, is permeated with this bullshit now. People can't escape it. It's the classic divide and conquer. And so being someone who's political, yeah, I want people to, you know, get worked up about something or care about things, but not this fucking bullshit. Not who is and isn't standing for a piece of cloth. It's stupid. I figured that people would. So far, I think I only have one unsubscribed from my email list over this, which is fine. Like, I don't care. I expected some, actually, but it's just irritating. I thought that people... I didn't think that anyone would subscribe from my email list. Believe in the things that I believe, and then not agree with... God damn it. Not agree with me on this. It just seems pretty obvious that an ANCAP wouldn't get swept up in this dog and pony show. You know, and I could cite, too, all the stuff about Department of Defense funding going to sports franchises to have patriotic displays in 2009. But that's been oversighted. Let's see, can I get in through there? So what I'm planning on doing today, my schedule is, I got, If You Care. I got that interview lined up at 3:30, so I'm gulping down some water so I can fit a run in before that. So I spent all weekend eating pizza and watching movies, doing some homework. I think there's a secret over here. Secret thing. These zombies, I have to say, are a little more impressive than the zombies in Doom 3, to cast a little shade on the game that I've been praising throughout all these Let's Plays. I don't know, should I talk more about the NFL kneeling scandal? Do people really care? Am I making a bigger deal out of it than I should be by talking about it now? It's just so annoying, man. So annoying. I hope it doesn't get into hockey. Although hockey people are even more state worshipping than fucking football people. That's the annoying part, is that in Canada, the singer's mic stopped working at, I think it was an Oilers game or something. The mic stopped working for the person that was singing the national anthem. And then the frickin' Canadian sheeple, who are even more cuckolded by the, not cuckolded, they're more obsessed and committed to the state than Americans are, because they started singing the American national anthem in the wake. It's just ridiculous. I saw a nice meme by my buddy Mance Raider the other day, who it was like a picture of a Nazi rally, and side by side a picture of a sporting event rally, a patriotic rally that the Department of Defense paid these football teams millions of dollars to perform, and it looked pretty damn similar to me, man. It's just state worship. People think their freedom, conservatives think that freedom and liberty comes from the state. Why else would you worship the government? Unless you care more about the government than you do about your own liberties. Just asinine. Alright, I wrote an article about this, which you can find at my website, libertyweekly.net, if you care more about my opinions on that. I think people should get more upset about Yemen, honestly, where, god damn it, about Yemen, where we are complicit and aiding the Saudi Arabians in committing genocide against the Yemeni people. I mean, that's a little more important to me, I think, than who's gonna stand or sit for a fucking flag. It's a piece of cloth. People, and moreover, soldiers don't sacrifice things for freedom and liberty. I guarantee you that soldiers in Afghanistan are not thinking about freedom and liberty when they're killing brown people and guarding poppy fields. If anything, they're thinking about getting home safely, and they're thinking about their buddies next to them and hoping that they don't let them down. If you go through any interview with soldiers about combat and the bonds between brotherhood, they will say that they fought and died for their buddies, not for abstractions like freedom. And when you ask them whether or not when you call them a hero, they say, no, my buddies were heroes, the ones that didn't come home. They talk about their buddies, they don't talk about freedom. Fuck that. I hope this doesn't turn into a fucking wash let's play because I died too many times. Thank you. These guys get annoying. God, fuck me. Let me turn the difficulty down. I already beat this mission. There we go. I'm too young to die. Maybe that way I won't bore up this thing. I gotta get out and do my run pretty soon, too. What is that? And... oh, I didn't die. Oh! Just another iteration of my fucking wasted frags. Alright, that was nothing. So I started replaying Far Cry 3 the other day. Like yesterday. Because it was such a great game. What's happening? Alright, I'm gonna try and focus on my objectives now.
Those who came before you
Good
and
idea.
those with whom you serve all operate with the same goal in mind, the development of a new dawn.
Now this is one of the hardest parts of the mission. Good thing I put it on I'm too young to die. Hopefully I won't. There's these devil things. They come after you.
Demonic breathing detected.
And you have to hit them in the back. That's all I know. Like that. There we go. And you rip open their tail and then hit them with it and they die. Because that makes a lot of sense. And that was a waste. Maybe one day I'll be good at this game. I like them. That zombie I just killed. That was a good idea. That was kind of cool. I haven't seen that kill before. Satisfying. Okay. Alright, now we follow the big boy.
That demon seems to have taken your key card.
No
You
shit.
will need to find it. The tram station will not be accessible without proper clearance.
So I think the purple means that it's not doing any damage, right? Yeah. There we go. Got him. Got him. Use his own tusk to slit his throat. Man, imagine if this game came out in the 90s. Like, before Columbine. And the graphics were this good. Do you think that the conservatives would have had more of a point? Oh, I thought I was gonna fall. Die. Maybe I won't go for a run. I don't feel like it. I should. Last time I went, it was the first time in like months where I was dying. Oh, who'd have thunk? Playing on this difficulty makes it like more fun. No. That was cool. I remember this part. Because I played this before. I think it's, all in all, I think it's a better decision maybe to play and finish the level before you do a let's play about it. But then you don't get like the genuine reaction. If there's a good part. Oh. Is he dead? No. Ah. I'd have to say I die most because of those eyeball things. Satisfying. Like I said, I love this flattery, drippy gore sound effects. Very satisfying. Oh, fuck me. Am I gonna die on I'm too young to die level difficulty? There you go. Just out of everything. Yeah, so anyways, I was playing Far Cry 3, and it is such a good game. The story is so compelling. Basically, you play like a bro, a rich kid who goes on vacation with his brothers and their girlfriends or something. And you're doing like daredevil stuff on this tropical island. And then you do like a skydiving thing, and you get captured by pirates, and then everyone's captured by pirates, and they kill your older brother, spoiler alert, and then you have to like kill them. And it's all about your character's journey through the game and his transition into a warrior. But it's more nuanced than that because it's like a negative, in a sense, a negative character change, which was very interesting. Big boy. And I have no other... I am out of everything. Wait, what about chainsaw? What up, mother? Oh, I just cut your belly open. Okay. Almost done with the mission, I think.
Unauthorized exploration into the exclusion zones outside the base is prohibited.
I already got that.
Demonic breach detected.
Oh yeah, look at that gore nest. Looks kind of nice, this whole thing. Look at that. Oh, it's pixelated right now. From a distance, it doesn't look that way. Oh, that did nothing. Oh my god, what the hell? So I did a really nice crossover interview too this weekend with the Peaceful Treason podcast. Had a lot of fun. It was a good experience. Will do again, 10 out of 10. It's set to release this Sunday. And I have a smaller episode releasing on Thursday, which is in a couple days. Hey, good thing I'm playing on easy difficulty, otherwise I would have died several times. This wouldn't be a good episode. Frag. Wasted? Yes, almost. Oh my god. I remember him from earlier, but... Did he just phase shift in my direction? Wow. I really like these ones because they're so reminiscent of the original Doom monsters. They're my favorite to fight against. Also because they just kind of sit there. Alright, now I'm supposed to go over here. If I walk on that, will I die? Probably. I don't think there's any more goodies. What is happening? What was that noise? So I just got a Facebook message from some of my buddies in a podcasting group saying that Dave Smith had a good appearance on the Joe Rogan show. Which confuses me because I thought he had already been on the Joe Rogan show not too long ago, right? Although Dave Smith has a good podcast. Dave Smith is a ANCAP comedian. For you who don't make that connection or don't know him, he does a show called Part of the Problem with Dave Smith, and he's pretty funny, man. Plus, he's a Rothbardian ANCAP, so he released a comedy special last week called Libertas, and it was #1 on iTunes for like a few weeks. It might still be under comedy, so glad for him. Glad it's going well. Gonna listen to his appearance on the Joe Rogan show when I go for my run. Although the show, Joe Rogan's interviews usually go like 3 hours, which I don't know how people... I mean, I know how I will spend 3 hours just kind of listening to podcasts, but from what I've discovered doing my own podcast is that most people don't have that kind of time to devote to listening to a show unless they're really big fans of it. Although Joe Rogan has the most popular podcast of all time and has for years, I think, so... There we go. Just wasting all my bullets. There we go. That was satisfying. Alright, I think I'm gonna play all my missions now on this low difficulty because I can just run around and fuck shit up. I think that's more entertaining to watch. So I have been coming up against this really strange phenomenon, is now that I've been recording shit and making episodes a lot more frequently now and doing live stuff on the mic. And this is what I wanted when I was wanting to do these Let's Plays and get more mic time. But one side effect of it is that I'm running out of shit to say sometimes. Or things that I care about, I guess. I've talked about a lot of stuff. It's a lot more stimulating when you are doing shows with other people and other podcasts. I think at sometimes, like, people get tired of hearing your voice or tired of consuming content, and it's not because you suck necessarily, it's because I mean, if you just have a show that's just you talking about things, unless you're doing like real actual research, people get bored of your shit, and then you got to bring other people on or bring outside perspectives and stuff.
Security clearance required.
I think I'm getting towards the end of the mission here, which is good because I gotta go.
You cannot send a team in to retrieve it.
It's that ugly bitch.
I am the head of this corporation. All your work and discoveries here belong to me. It was mine before you even found him.
I think, isn't the point of a corporation is that people own stock in it? So there's usually no one owner unless they're a majority owner.
Access granted.
I really need to do BizOrgs next semester and figure out these questions, but I think that's kind of the point. So there can't be one majority. There can't be one complete. Can't be one complete owner. And what is happening? Okay.
Unauthorized exploration into the exclusion
I think I
zones
go back
outside
where I
the
came
base
from.
is prohibited. Highly volatile
So this way.
experiments and artifacts.
Wait, am I not remembering this correctly? Possible. No, the only thing that's changed is now I have the yellow card. There we
Access
go.
granted.
Alright, ready? And this is the end of the mission. So, little quicker let's play here. At least I think it was. Got caught in the sands of time. Hope y'all are enjoying these let's plays. They serve quite a few purposes for me. One is getting more comfortable on a hot mic.
UAC tramline ready for departure.
Hope it's working. Haven't
Please
checked the
be
download
seated.
numbers.
The tram is now ready to depart.
That's okay.
The UAC's Advanced Research Complex will be our final destination.
But I appreciate everyone listening. I have exciting new podcast interviews coming out with very interesting people. The most recent one was, again, my previewed and advertised and promised interview with Mance Raider. You can find that by navigating to libertyweekly.net/32. Otherwise, if you enjoy what I do, support my work on Patreon, patreon.com/libertyweekly. Thanks, everybody. Have a good week. Might do another one this week. We'll see. Probably. Catch you later.